The world is changing fast, but you can learn it at a slower pace.
Special English.
You're listening to Special English. Here's the news.
A prehistoric tomb dating back between 12,000 and 13,000 years has been discovered in South China's Hainan province, which is believed to be the earliest tomb found on the island. The archaeological research was jointly conducted by the Hainan Provincial Institute of Cultural Heritage and Archaeology, the School of Archaeology and Museology at Peking University, and the Sanya Museum. The tomb, discovered at the Luobi Cave relic site in Sanya's Xi'an district, belonged to a child who was buried on his or her side with bent limbs. Shell ornaments were found near the head and waist, believed to be the earliest of their kind in China, offering valuable insights into Hainan's prehistoric culture and its cultural exchanges with Southeast Asia. The age of the tomb was established using carbon-14 and uranium series dating methods. The Luobi Cave site, discovered in 1983, has yielded human fossils, stone tools, bone implements, and animal remains, providing the earliest evidence of human activity in southern China. The new discoveries are highly significant for understanding the activity history of prehistoric humans on Hainan Island, reconstructing the island's prehistoric cultural sequence, as well as studying the exchange and spread of stone tool technology and culture with humans in South China, Southeast Asia, and beyond. That is according to Gao Xing, a research fellow at the Institute of Vertebrate Paleontology and Paleoanthropology of the Chinese Academy of Sciences.
This is Special English.
Donning VR goggles, visitors were instantly transported back to the Qin dynasty's underground mausoleum, where the silent terracotta army seemed to come to life before their eyes. And in a Mars-themed base, children clad in simulated astronaut suits stepped into a mock Mars capsule, embarking on a thrilling space mission. These are not scenes from a sci-fi movie, but real-life tech tourism experiences unfolding at scenic spots across China. The continuous evolution of technologies like artificial intelligence and virtual reality is spawning a wealth of new cultural and tourism experiences that are perceptible, interactive, and expansive. From light shows and drone displays to VR experiences and interactions with robots, tech-driven scenes crafted by scenic spots and cultural venues are becoming must-visit check-in points for tourists to touch the future. An industry report has predicted China's smart tourism market will surpass 1.4 trillion yuan, about $197.6 billion US dollars by the end of this year. Science museums and popular science venues have also become top choices for family trips. At the Shenzhen Science and Technology Museum in South China, an exhibition exploring the universe allows youngsters to roam in space, while the Qingdao Science and Technology Museum in East China invites children to put on VR goggles, becoming underwater archaeologists. More hardcore science tourism destinations are also gaining traction. The FAST telescope, the world's largest single-dish and most sensitive radio telescope, located in southwest China's Guizhou province, offers a unique blend of technology and natural beauty. Also, the rocket viewing platform in Wenchang, in South China's Hainan province, attracts more than 100,000 spectators for each launch. According to data from online travel platform Ctrip, high-tech and heavy industry study tours emerged as a dark horse during this year's National Day holidays, with aerospace and automotive industrial tours accounting for over 20% of related searches. Li Guangchun, an industrial economy researcher at Yangzhou University, said that the integration of technology and cultural tourism transforms abstract technological concepts into tangible cultural symbols, allowing visitors to broaden their horizons and enjoy themselves subtly. Wu Guoping, head of the Tourism Industrial Association of Wuxi, said that modern tourists increasingly seek high emotional value and experiential consumption. Highly interactive tech scenes are becoming a new essential for tourism development, with many projects precisely catering to Gen Z's preference for social check-ins and their growing appetite for immersive cultural experiences. Experts noted that tech tourism is evolving from a niche exploration to a mass consumption trend, becoming a significant engine for activating the cultural tourism market and boosting consumption. Taking industrial tourism as an example, its global average accounts for 10 to 15% of total tourism revenue, while in China, it's currently less than 5%, indicating vast growth potential. Li said that when technology ceases to be just a supporting tool and becomes the core engine driving changes in cultural tourism, a new blue ocean for the industry, characterized by innovation, will undoubtedly emerge beyond the traditional landscape of mountains and rivers.
You're listening to Special English.
As Russia's chilly winter sets in, a growing number of Russians are flocking to the tropical shores of Sanya, a coastal city in South China's island province of Hainan, where sun-drenched beaches meet holistic wellness. In the first half of this year, Sanya witnessed a staggering 266% year-on-year surge in Russian tourists, who accounted for over 40% of its international arrivals. The city has become a hub for Russians seeking not just leisure, but also cultural immersion, with this trend further fueled by China's visa-free policy trial for Russians launched in September. To ease their stay, Sanya has rolled out tailored services. Frontline staff undergo Russian language training for hotel check-ins and tour guidance. Government hotlines offer Russian language assistance, and 76 bus stops add Russian to its signs. Accommodation registration has been streamlined through online platforms, with Russians constituting the majority of foreign guests using these services. Payment barriers are also fading as high-end hotels and key attractions install POS machines accepting foreign bank cards, while over 479 ATMs support withdrawals using Russian cards. Traditional Chinese medicine, or TCM for short, stands out as a key attraction. Many Russians travel specifically for therapies such as acupuncture and moxibustion, a traditional Chinese medical therapy that involves burning dried mugwort to stimulate specific acupoints on the body. After visiting Sanya Hospital of Traditional Chinese Medicine, Konstantin, an engineer from Moscow, said that TCM is miraculous. The techniques combined with Sanya's warm climate greatly alleviate neck and lumbar pain. The hospital's international department, partnering with global insurers for direct payments, has seen rising demand. According to Yuan Ailin, Deputy Director of the hospital, medical tourism is becoming popular, and Sanya's TCM wellness programs are perfectly positioned to capitalize on this trend.
You're listening to Special English.
A key wetland in northern China has reported a record number of bird species this autumn, with the annual migration starting earlier than usual. Qilihai Wetland in Ninghe District in Tianjin Municipality, the largest natural wetland in the Beijing-Tianjin region, has become a critical stopover for hundreds of thousands of migratory birds. Monitoring data shows that the number of bird species identified there has risen to 308, a significant increase from the 258 recorded in 2021, and a new historic high. Conservationists attributed this earlier migration to an early cold snap in regions further north. Han Ke-woo, a staff member of the Qilihai Wetland Nature Reserve Management Committee, said that with temperatures dropping earlier in these areas, some habitats have frozen over, reducing food sources. Among the first to arrive were oriental storks, a bird under China's top-level national protection. They were recorded in the wetland in early October, nearly 10 days earlier than in 2024. The wetland is currently experiencing the peak of its migration season, with vast flocks of species such as the Eurasian spoonbill and the black-tailed godwit gathering in its marshes. Notably, the population of Eurasian spoonbills has surged to over 3,000 this year, double the typical numbers seen in previous seasons and setting a new record. Significant numbers of other rare species, including the white-naped crane and the common crane, have also been observed this autumn. Qilihai Wetland forms a vital link on the East Asian-Australasian Flyway, one of the world's most critical migration routes. It is estimated that more than 600,000 birds will transit through the reserve this season. To safeguard these migratory visitors, the reserve management has intensified ecological restoration efforts, leading to continuous environmental improvements, and a steady increase in biodiversity. Tian Xiujing, director of the Reserves Management Committee, said that they have established an integrated monitoring network employing drones and a smart monitoring system to achieve comprehensive, intelligent surveillance and management across the reserve.
This is Special English.
Archaeologists have uncovered 25 relic sites in Xi'an, in northwest China's Shanxi province, with finds including ash pits and wells dating back to the Sui and Tang dynasties, spanning roughly from 6th century AD to the 10th century AD. That is according to the Shanxi Academy of Archaeology. The excavation was conducted by the Shanxi Academy of Archaeology in October 2023, ahead of a local construction project in the city's Beilin district. The relic site was identified within the ruins of the Tongyifang, a residential compound for high-ranking officials and dignitaries in the renowned Chang'an city during the Sui and Tang dynasties. A total of 27 ancient relic sites were discovered during the excavation, comprising 21 ash pits, 5 wells, and 1 ditch, with 25 of these sites confirmed to date back to the Sui and Tang periods. 73 pieces or sets of artifacts were also unearthed, primarily ceramics and architectural components, along with a few copper coins, iron objects, and shells. These findings provide crucial new information for understanding of the layout and evolution of residential quarters in the ancient city of Chang'an. The unearthed ceramics offer new materials for research on social life during the Sui and Tang dynasties.
This is Special English. That's the end of this edition of Special English. To recap, I'm going to read one of the news items again at normal speed. Please listen carefully.
A prehistoric tomb dating back between 12,000 and 13,000 years has been discovered in South China's Hainan province, which is believed to be the earliest tomb found on the island. The archaeological research was jointly conducted by the Hainan Provincial Institute of Cultural Heritage and Archaeology, the School of Archaeology and Museology at Peking University, and the Sanya Museum. The tomb, discovered at the Luobi Cave relic site in Sanya's Jiang district, belonged to a child who was buried on his or her side with bent limbs. Shell ornaments were found near the head and waist, believed to be the earliest of their kind in China, offering valuable insights into Hainan's prehistoric culture and its cultural exchanges with Southeast Asia. The age of the tomb was established using carbon-14 and uranium series dating methods. The Luobi cave site, discovered in 1983, has yielded human fossils, stone tools, bone implements, and animal remains, providing the earliest evidence of human activity in southern China. The new discoveries are highly significant for understanding the activity history of prehistoric humans on Hainan Island, reconstructing the island's prehistoric cultural sequence, as well as studying the exchange and spread of stone tool technology and culture with humans in South China, Southeast Asia, and beyond. That is according to Gao Xing, a research fellow at the Institute of Vertebrate Paleontology and Paleoanthropology of the Chinese Academy of Sciences.
This is the end of today's program. I hope you'll join us every day to learn English at a slower pace.
I cannot marry you while your mother regards me.
Step into the world of timeless elegance with Mrs. Spring Fragrance, a captivating audiobook by Edith Eaton, read by Man Ling.
Because the green leaf still clings to the bough.
Experience the lively yet complex lives in Chinese American communities at the turn of the 20th century as Edith Eaton's delicate prose weaves together themes of tradition, change, love, and identity.
Forget all that belongs to the joy of life.
Follow the journey of Mrs. Spring Fragrance and witness the struggles and fights of those living on a rapidly changing exotic land while holding on to their cultural traditions, or more importantly, to their identities.
He could hardly believe that his daughter was seriously opposed to becoming the wife of such a good-looking, prosperous young merchant as Wang Ling.
Join Books and Beyond for Mrs. Spring Fragrance. Let the stories come to life in your imagination. Subscribe to Books and Beyond for free on your favorite podcast platforms or log on to radio.cgtn.com for more.